Well, hey there. Welcome to another episode. What's up, Michelle? Of the After Hours Chats podcast. Tiffany Apan here, and I am back with a guest I had on. I think it was back in like October, November, and yeah, she was one of my first, one of the first guests after the podcast official launch, and I'm really happy to have her back because she was talking about a very interesting film project last time, Craccoon, about a cute, adorable little raccoon that manages to get into some like crack or cocaine or something like that, into some
Like
and
a,
then it
a designer version of it that just really made people insane. Well, and
yeah.
homicidal.
Yeah.
Turned them into homicidal maniacs.
There you go. Yeah, but she was talking about that, and now she has another film coming out, another one that's yet another very unique sounding movie, and this one is Cracula. So let's welcome Michelle Bowser back to the show, and yeah, and we're gonna talk about Cracula and maybe whatever else happens to come up in this episode. But Michelle, first, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming back. Yes, it's great to have you. And but yeah, last time you were here, we talked about Craccoon, which that in itself sounded like a really, really interesting, very unique film. And now you've released, or you are releasing, another movie called Cracula. So this sparks my curiosity, especially since we talked about like Craccoon last. So let's start out. Just tell us a little bit about Cracula. What exactly is that about?
Well, a young man discovers that his parents died and he inherited a storage shed, and it's just full of old junk, or so he thinks. But it turns out that Dracula's coffin is actually in the storage shed. His parents were professors and they collected all kinds of interesting things. And he's not real happy about just getting a storage shed, so he ignores going to look at it. And in the meantime, some crackheads, they're breaking into storage facilities looking for things that they can sell to buy crack. They break into that storage shed, they wake up Dracula and become the first victims in West Virginia. So now Dracula is running around West Virginia. And he now has a desire for crack blood because that was quite exhilarating. So all kinds of shenanigans to do, and he's trying to build his own little army of lots of brides of Cracula. It's a comedy, a horror comedy, a gory comedy. So
Yeah.
much like Raccoon, just a gory comedy.
There you go. And what's your role in this movie?
I play a detective. I'm Detective Sweeney, and my character is not buying all of this vampire nonsense. Doesn't believe in that sort of thing. Initially.
Until she comes across it, Yes. So like are you on like any producing role or any because I know you were like the puppeteer for Craccoon. Nice.
Yeah. I did a lot of producing, and my husband builds a lot of the props and the sets. He built some stuff for Craccoon too.
Cool.
He does a lot of set design. He did a lot of the set design and prop building for this movie.
Very cool. Yeah.
He was actually up for an award for that. Nominated for that.
Oh goodness. So, and what exactly, can I ask what inspired the film? Is it like a sort of spin-off of Craccoon? Because I'm noticing a running theme here, or is it just kind of like its own standalone, but just with kind of like a similar title or anything like that?
It's its own standalone, but it is sort of like
Mhm.
the yeah, it is a similar theme, but it is its own standalone. Instead of animals, it's sort of monsters and supernatural creatures.
Yes. Hmm. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. And yeah, and obviously, you and I have both been on film sets, so like we get to kind of see some of like the behind the scenes production action going on and any mishaps that happen. What was production like for this film?
It was a lot of fun. I should mention I can't mention too much because I don't want to give anything away. I do
Right.
do some puppeteering in this movie, but I
Okay.
can't tell you. When you see the movie, you'll
Okay.
know.
Oh goodness. So we do have to see the movie in order to really see what you puppeteer now.
Yes.
That is
But it's
cool.
coming out this year. The DVDs should be arriving in like the Indiegogo perks. There was an Indiegogo campaign, and all
Mhm.
that should be coming out next month, I think. And hopefully, it'll
Okay.
be streaming soon. As soon as I know exactly where, I'll let everybody know.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, because we definitely would love to hear about it, and you did mention that it's going to be screening at a horror movie convention. That's exciting.
Screamiverse in Roanoke, Virginia, in April,
Fabulous. Yes, awesome. Cool,
and I
yeah.
might be there. I might be
Yay!
there.
Yes.
Lots of Brad Pitt, the director, will be there. Lots of the other actors that were in the movie will be there, and I am more than likely going to be there.
Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, so if you're out in that area, definitely go check it out. And yes, that definitely that's always exciting when your movie's going to be screening because I mean I just had a couple films that I'm in like screen at a movie theater in Boardman, Ohio and stuff. It's always because it's like of course like especially when you're involved in the production it's like okay yeah you see the trailer on YouTube or any other type of streaming platform or even if you see it on a streaming service DVD the television whatever but there's just something about seeing it on like a big screen where you're just like yeah
Def-
we did that
Definitely.
Mhm.
We it did premiere, had two theater showings, and the
Mhm.
very first one, Morgantown, West Virginia, it sold out. It sold
Nice.
out, and we had to kind of sneak in after it sold out. So I figure that means, yeah, that's a pretty good sign. And
Mhm.
then we also showed it in Cleveland, Ohio, and that did pretty
Yeah.
well too.
Nice. Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. So, yeah, but were there any without giving too much away, of course, like any challenges that you guys faced during production because production can be a roller coaster. Like, sometimes you're coasting along and everything's going well, and then something happens where you're just like, and sometimes even wondering if it's even going to get done. So were there any like certain challenges that you guys faced while doing Cracula?
Yes, pretty much
Hmm.
everything was a challenge, but everything that was a disaster became better than what we had originally planned. Like the fix
Hmm.
was better. We lost most of our sets, places where we were, locations that we were going to film in,
Yeah.
just right before filming, like a few weeks before filming. That
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so we had to scramble, really, really scramble to find new locations, but we did, and they turned out to be even better locations. Everything turned out even better than we had anticipated. So it
Yeah.
all worked out. Every disaster ended up being a blessing. Worked out so much
Hmm.
better in the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I've always found that to be true too, because, sometimes like when you think that, it's game over and like, but that's the thing though, like if I'm faced with like an obstacle or a challenge, whether I'm, doing a piece of music or doing any type of project, like if something, like if I'm thrown a challenge, I've learned to just kind of coast and just go with it just kind of like, okay, yeah, that didn't quite go as planned, but you know what? maybe this will actually happen for me. Maybe this will actually happen for the project. Maybe this will actually turn out even better than what I originally planned. And a lot of the time that ends up being very true. And, it's like either that or you at least maybe learn a lesson as to, okay, maybe this is how I should go about this next time. So, like, was there anything like
Yeah.
that during Cracula?
Probably. It was just so overwhelming, but it was great.
Hmm.
It was the
Yeah,
most fun I think making a movie so far.
yeah,
Definitely the most fun.
yeah.
And as everything that went wrong ended up being better. Whatever the fix
Hmm.
was, it ended up working out even better. So
Yeah,
that was good.
yeah,
And
yeah. And I
it
think,
was fun and it was funny. All kinds of just funny stuff happened the whole time.
oh wow, yeah, yeah. There's always, just things like, like going on set. And the thing too is, it's, and like we were saying, sometimes things do work out for the better, especially, when we're talking about a film set and everything. So, but yeah, but you mentioned that funny things happened on the set. So, what were maybe some of like the humorous things that happened on set, or hey, any, spooky things that might have happened on set where you were just kind of like, okay, don't know how to explain that, but
I don't remember anything spooky happening on set, although a couple of the actors at one of our locations, they had rented an Airbnb nearby the location,
Mm.
and they said that they saw a fairy outside their
Oh,
Airbnb. Um, that was probably the only like interesting supernatural kind of thing that happened, and I didn't
ooh.
see it, but they
Mhm.
talked about that.
Oh,
That was
wow.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, there was one we had an actor is Stephen Kisleski. He was playing a police officer, and he's in
Mhm.
his fake police officer uniform. And we were out on a backcountry road in the middle of nowhere,
Oh gosh.
and we're filming, and this old drunk guy on a four-wheeler just comes down the road out of nowhere, sees Steven,
Oh, wow.
stops, salutes him, and says, "Thank you for your service," and drives on.
Oh my gosh.
That was one of the fights. We were just kind of like, okay, that was weird. Where did he come from? He just kind of appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, man.
And then there was
Oh
another
gosh.
time we were filming in a parking lot at night, and there was a house next to the parking lot, and the people
Mhm.
that lived in the house, I think they were having a party, and they were a little bit drunk, and they came out and offered us beer and were cheering us
Oh,
on.
wow.
That was
Nice.
fun.
Oh, that's so cool. So you had a fairy sighting, which I think that's awesome. A random drunk guy, and then the neighbors next door to where you were shooting offering you guys like food and like drinks and everything. So, oh, that's so
Yep,
cool.
it
Hmm.
was cool. It was fun.
Yeah. Did they ask to be in the movie at all?
I don't think so. I don't remember, but they definitely wanted us to stop and have a drink with them, but we didn't have time. We
Yeah,
would
hey,
love to, but we didn't have time.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes that can be, that can kind of throw you off focus a little bit, because sometimes it's like if you get too sidetracked, well, then, you don't have the energy then to do like what you're there to do, which is, make a movie and make sure you guys get done on time. Because I'm sure, as you know, time is definitely money in filmmaking, whether you're indie film or a major budget studio.
Yeah, and because it was a vampire movie, most of the
Yeah.
scenes had to be shot after dark. And it's
Hmm.
summer, so there's a lot less dark, a lot less
Yeah.
nighttime. And so we had to
Hmm.
really cram stuff in. And we still ended up most nights, I think we went until almost dawn. We were up all night, many nights, but it
Yeah.
was worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds definitely like you guys, had a fun time,
We
playing,
did.
just playing
Absolutely.
vampire and all that stuff. And yeah. Now, like those that are watching the video version of this will see that Michelle's wearing a very, very cool hat. In fact, I commented on it right before we started recording. Now, do you wear that hat in the movie at all?
I don't. No, I'm a detective, like detective noir. I have a fedora and a raincoat that I wear constantly.
Mm-hmm.
That I everything the things that I can pull out of that coat are kind of
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So is
Yeah,
it kind of
that's
like
a
the
running
Mary
gag.
Poppins bag or something?
Yeah, it's a running gag through the movie. What is she pulling out of her cleavage now?
So it's basically the Mary Poppins bag, only like only it's your coat basically.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Where did you get that hat though? That's like that is so cute, and it has like that kind of whole Gothic Victorian vibe to it. And
Yeah, my husband bought this for me, and I have no idea where he got it. It was a
oh
gift. He just said,
yeah,
I knew you would like this."
yeah. Well, that's one thing too. It's like you're always wearing such cute hats. And I'm just
Thank
like
you.
sometimes like I'll see like a photo or something on your Instagram, or like when we're like talking like now, and I'm just like, where does she get all her hats? Like where's your
I
favorite
have
place to
no,
go hat shopping? You know?
wherever I find them, hats and hat boxes, because you got to have something to put the hat in.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So like do you go to like a lot of vintage shops or
Yeah, that's about the only place you can find good hat boxes these days.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Really make
Nice.
them more.
Mhm. Yeah, so cool. So you're so you completed Cracula, that's getting, its release and everything. Are you doing any other film or writing projects now that you're decompressing from Cracula, do you have anything else happening in the future?
Well, we also filmed, and it should be out. I'm hoping they'll be out maybe later this year. I don't know, but they'll be starting like their finishing funds for the post production soon. Um, we did T-Rexorcist.
Ooh,
I,
nice.
yeah, there's a legend of a monster, and some paleontologists from the college are
Mhm.
digging. They find something, and the locals tell them, don't do that, don't wake that up. But the monster gets possessed by the
Yeah.
T-Rex. So I play a sort of a hillbilly redneck
Okay.
type.
That's
Hears
fun.
something in her, she hears something outside of the garbage, so she has to tell her equally hillbilly idiot husband to go outside and check it out. And
Hmm.
it's comedy. That's the little. It's not so much a comedy movie, but my
Yeah.
part is.
Oh, nice. That sounds like it's going to be fun. And
It is gonna be
when,
fun.
yeah, and when should we expect that to come out?
I don't. I'm hoping later this year. I know they're going to
Okay.
start the like post production finishing funds, and I'll have links to all that stuff when that's ready.
Hmm.
And then also called Halloween Hell Night, which I
Ooh.
think I had been the last time we talked. I had just filmed, and I told you the funny story about throwing the lollipop and it landing in the lady's hair.
Oh
That was my
yeah.
funny story. I play
Yeah.
again a crazy hillbilly wife. And Steve Les is also my crazy hillbilly husband in that
Uh-huh.
one too. There's a
Yeah.
killer, and he escaped the asylum, and he's on his way to a Halloween party, but he runs into us first.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh wow. So that, yeah, yeah, wow.
More
That sounds
comedy.
really cool.
I'm always at least the comedic relief,
Yeah.
even if it's a serious movie. The
Hmm.
little
Well, you
comedy.
do a good job with
That's all.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh goodness. Okay, so you do have like some more stuff coming up after Cracula. So yeah,
Yeah.
you'll definitely have to keep us informed about that. And yeah, so how are the really long nights, winter nights out there in Mothman world?
They're pretty good. They're good for writing. I'm
Yeah.
getting back into the game. I might try to find another publisher, or maybe I'll
Hmm.
just publish myself. I don't know. I haven't looked into that yet, but I'm getting back
Yeah.
into writing. I'd like to.
Good, good. Yeah, well, we definitely would love like more writing from you too. Because I did a short review of your the Blackwell Mirror, and yeah, that was
I'm
yeah,
act-
that's a really good story.
I'm actually expanding on that story, and I might
Nice.
uh, release it. Yeah,
Yeah. Very.
that is a good one. And everybody is, hey, you need to get that out again. But I still have copies of the original. If anybody wants them, they can just contact me.
Okay. Yeah, do you have like a website or anything, or can they just contact you
I
through your like
don't.
social media
Yeah, my
pages?
social media. Yeah, and if I'm at a convention, I'll have copies with me at any conventions, and I always advertise on my social media. I'm just on
Mhm.
Facebook and Instagram. Sometimes I do little short skits on YouTube with the Craccoon. We did
Nice.
a Christmas special with the Craccoon.
Nice.
That was the last thing I filmed and put on there.
Uh-huh. Oh
Yeah,
man,
he
that's
got the.
hilarious. Where did you say the Christmas special with the Craccoon is?
It's on my YouTube page, just Michelle
Oh,
Bowser.
okay. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. So, yeah, because hey, even though Christmas is over, we can still, still indulge a little until, until in bulk February 1st. So there's no rules here, but yeah, but that's yeah, but I do find that like these months are actually perfect for just kind of planting creative seeds like that. And and I think it is important to use this like quiet time, use it wisely basically, and just use this time to, just kind of plan out, think about what you want to do, start planting those creative seeds so that, when springtime hits and everything, then it's like then like you're ready to go, and when you have that renewed energy when springtime hits, it's like, okay, cool. I know what I'm doing here. I know where I want to go, and then you just go with it. But yeah, but I'm glad to hear that you're doing more writing in these months, and yeah, definitely can't wait to read more of what you're writing. So because I've enjoyed what I've read, so yeah,
Thank you.
you're
Yeah,
welcome.
writing good for writing and editing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So as far as Cracula goes, I know you said that, it is going to be screening at a convention. And do you have any ideas to when it's going to be streaming yet, or is that
I don't
still
know
like
about
being planned out?
I don't know about streaming. DVD like DVDs and Blu-rays should be available next month, I think.
Okay.
I have copies of that.
Hmm.
I make sure I'll have copies of that. And if you just check my social media, as soon as anything's available, I will post where it can be gotten, and how
Very
you can
cool.
see it and where it would be streaming when it is, because I'm sure it will be streaming somewhere. I just don't have
Hmm.
that information yet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I'd love to see it and like, review it for the YouTube channel for like the movie
Great.
reviews and everything. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'd love
it'd be
to.
great.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. So I'll, definitely keep me posted on when the DVDs are out. So all
I will.
right, cool. So anything else that you're working on that you might want to share?
Um, I don't know how much we're gonna be filming again, some new things. I don't know how much I can talk about any of those yet. But
Right,
this
yeah.
summer I'm filming more things. So it's never ending, it's nonstop.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing that like so far this year is gearing up to be a busy one for me too. Like busy in a good way, but it's like but it's like even like some of the stuff right now that like, is I'm kind of in talks with right now. I'm just like, whoa, I'm just like, whoa, this is already happening, and this is going to be like, this year's going to be super busy. So, but hey, that's good because, as they say, idle hands are the devil's plaything. So we want to keep ourselves busy and productive, So, but yeah, well, it was great talking to you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is always fun.
Yes, yeah, and I'd love to have you back on, like once when you release even more stuff, and definitely keep me posted on when like Cracula is available, like whether it's on DVD or whatever, because I'd love to see it and do a review of it and everything. And yeah, and I'd love to see you as the detective with like the Mary Poppins bag coat kind of deal. So
Absolutely.
yeah, girl. All right. Well, thank you again, Michelle, and everybody. Please check out Michelle's social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Is it all just Michelle Bowser?
Yeah,
All right, perfect. Good. So, yeah, just look her up or you can just kind of go through who just do a search on her like on, people that I'm following or are following me and like you should be able to find Michelle, but like definitely check her out. She posts a lot of fun stuff. Girl, you post so much fun stuff on there, on your social media. I love all your costumes and stuff that you post. It's always so much fun, and it's always great to see just somebody just having fun with like what they do and like having fun with their life and everything. And I think we all need a little of that. So yeah, but
definitely.
definitely look up Michelle, give her a follow, and yeah, keep your eyes open for Cracula. And what's the name of the convention again? It's in Roanoke, Virginia, correct?
Yes, Screamiverse.
Screamiverse. Okay, so if you're going to be in the Roanoke, Virginia area and, and Screamiverse intrigues you, definitely stop by there. And yeah, I'd encourage you to go check out Cracula. So, and I definitely want to check it out too. So, all right. Well, it was a great conversation again with Michelle Bowser, and thank you very much for listening or watching if you're on YouTube. And there's definitely more to come with this podcast. So, again, thank you, Michelle, and thank you for those that are listening or watching. And this is Tiffany Apan with the After Hours Chats podcast. And wherever you are, stay safe and stay spooky.
Thank you.